How you doing? My name's Mike Panichi, and I am feeding my grow-out tank of Solomon Island leaf frogs. This guy's, well, that frog is probably about 6 or 7 months old. But most of these guys are around 5 months old. Maybe a little older now. I use these exoterras and I grow them out together. So I'm just going to feed them. There's one chowing down. Anyway, I feed these guys, you know, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch crickets at that size. I keep them in groups and I sell them in, you know, I keep them in groups of 20 or so in these tanks. The bigger they get, obviously it's tougher to keep more of them, so I keep them fed pretty. You know, I feed them, I offer food every night. I kind of like to think it, you know, avoids aggression. But I don't see too much aggression, to be honest with you. And these are all, you know, 5-month-olds at least. You know, keep them on fresh cypress mulch, which I swap out once a month. And lots of little bark pieces in there and a couple live plants. These frogs do really well. They're really easy to take care of. You know, if I had 1 or 2 and kept it like this, a couple crickets every couple days, and they'll do fine. The adults don't even eat that much, really, to be honest with you. But when they're hungry, they will jump clear across the tank and blast anything that moves. That's pretty much how I keep my adults as well, except I put an egg laying box in there filled with cocoa fiber. But the misting and all that, the lights, it's all the same. I have mist king systems that I have on a, this time of year, I have them set to 2 30-second, you know, mists a day, 1 in the morning and 1 maybe in the afternoon. Maybe I'll throw in like a little hand spray if I see it a little dry. And that's it. I feed them. Again, I try to offer food once a day. We're in their groups, but the adults that are only have a trio in there, or maybe 1.4, I only offer food every couple days. That's all that's really necessary with these guys. Of course, I dust it with calcium, and I really like that calcium plus, that Rapashi, I think that's how you pronounce it, or Apache. They offer, which I think is a great product. The frogs have done really good on it. And I keep them in Exoterra. These are 36 by 24 tall by 18 wide. And you could easily keep, you know, a trio or 1.4 or even 1.5. I think you have no problems keeping groups. It's just when you have 2 males together, I've definitely seen a lot of combat with males. Haven't really seen too much bullying with females. Maybe every now and then a really large female will knock, you know, a smaller female off her spot. But other than that, I haven't seen too much. But other guys claim they have, so, you know, you have to be careful either way, I would imagine. There's a nice looking orange one. And that's how I keep them. I've done pretty good with these things, you know. They start breeding right around 10, 12 months old. And the females, you know, they don't really show themselves until the very end in my book. The males expose themselves earlier because they call. But right around the males are old enough, right around the time when the males are old enough to call on a regular basis. I mean, they call even earlier, but when they start calling, you know, routinely, the females are the same size as them, so it's kind of tough to tell. So really, I don't say something's a female until I start, you know, seeing eggs develop inside. And how I do that is I flip them over and I look for them. And you'll see, you know, masses of yellow on either side. That's when you could start saying, yep, it's definitely a female. And you could check for those Yerta lions and stuff like that, but to be honest with you, some males don't even have that, or you can't see it. So for me, males are only males when they're calling every single night. And they'll respond to your call if you can play recording. That's a male. And females aren't females until they have eggs. That's how I play it anyway. So once again, my name's Mike Panichi, and I've been keeping these Solomon Island leaf frogs for 2 seasons now. I'm really enjoying them. Do it for a hobby. And they're really cool frogs. There's no tadpole stage, which is really fun to work with. I didn't want to mess with tadpoles and stuff in water. Long Island doesn't have the greatest water. It's very hard. So I didn't want to do it. So I researched these guys out, and I've been really happy with breeding them. I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. I do it with my daughter, and we get a big kick out of it. And again, you know, I keep these things at 75 degrees. Keep them moist. You don't need a Mist King system. You could spray them twice a day and be totally happy at room temperature. These things will do really well. And when they're adults, they can take some dry temperatures too. No problem. And they can take a variety of different, you know, substrates and stuff. I like the cypress mulch, but plenty of guys do it with the cocoa fiber and stuff like that. Anyway, my name's Mike Panichi, breeding the Solomon Island leaf frogs, having fun with it. Not an expert, but I've done okay with them. So you can reach out to us, you know, if you want to check us out. We have a nice little group going on Facebook under Solomon Island leaf frogs. And there's a bunch of guys in there and ladies in there who keep these things. And, you know, if you had questions, you could go there and check it out. It's pretty cool. And there's some good pictures in there, too. Thank you.